Right now at 5, new details in a Minnesota congresswoman's assault and the status of the ICE agents involved in the shooting of Alex Preddy.
And a major change could be coming to downtown La Crosse. The proposal City Council is considering.
Watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 5.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown. We start in Minneapolis. Breaking news tied to the officers involved in the Alex Preddy shooting.
Plus, police say apple cider vinegar was used on that attack on lawmaker Ilhan Omar. CBS's Ian Lee has more from the Twin Cities.
CBS News has learned the federal agents involved in Saturday's deadly shooting of Alex Preddy have been placed on administrative leave. President Trump's border czar Tom Homan is in Minneapolis leading the ongoing immigration operation.
I don't care who you are, get back in your vehicle.
Wednesday, federal agents threatened to arrest an Associated Press cameraman as he was documenting an operation. And on Tuesday, agents were seen detaining 2 men. In the back seat, Jenny, who only provided her first name, and her daughter.
Man, go home with the baby.
Jenny says she pleaded to go with her husband and her cousin, but agents refused to take them.
Señor, ¿por qué?
She goes over to her cousin, who makes a run for it, but is soon caught.
No tenía otra opción.
Jenny says they're all undocumented and came to the U.S. from Ecuador to provide for their family. It's unclear why she wasn't taken. There's some hope from many Minnesotans that Homan's arrival here and the change in leadership by the Trump administration will lower tensions in the Twin Cities. Police arrested 55-year-old Anthony Kazmierczak, who assaulted Congresswoman Ilhan Omar during a town hall Tuesday night, spraying her with a liquid. She continued the event.
We are Minnesota strong, and we will stay resilient in the face of whatever they might throw at us.
CBS News asked Minnesota's governor about the political rhetoric President Trump has directed against Omar.
I keep coming back to this. The decency of the American people is going to have to speak up.
Omar said on social media she's doing okay and won't be intimidated by a, quote, small agitator. Ian Lee, CBS News, Minneapolis.
Developing on Capitol Hill as we take a live look, fresh calls for DHS Secretary Kristi Noem to be fired or face impeachment. Republican Senators Thom Tillis and Lisa Murkowski now joining Democrats in the move. Meanwhile, other Republicans want an independent investigation into the killing of Alex Preddy.
At no point in time do I see an assault, and I don't think anybody in America believes he was assaulting those officers.
She clearly doesn't know how to manage. She's never managed a large organization, and she's failing at every possible measure of the job.
The Democrats are still vowing not to fund Homeland Security without restrictions on ICE.
Well, turning to the weather, and we're all just waiting on that warm-up, Greg, but I hear the 20s are in the near future.
Yeah, they're in the near future. We got until Sunday probably to get that. Maybe some areas might see it Saturday, but in the meantime, we still got frigid conditions across the area, and that wind chill occasionally does drop near 20, mostly during the morning time. But this afternoon, we still got wind chills single digits to above with a little bit of a north breeze there. Lighter winds to go towards Eau Claire. We're all kind of in the single digits above zero. For the evening, really, it's just cold. We'll see temperatures, lighter winds. I think our temps will start dropping pretty quickly, getting down to about -3 by 10 p.m. As we look at La Crosse, very similar, just slowly lowering back down to 3 degrees with a few clouds out there. North wind and wind chills will be sub-zero. Those are your high temperatures today. Some areas got into the teens. Others with a little bit more snowpack struggled to get out of the single digits. As we look at the radar right now, there's your current temperatures. We have a few clouds out there. Most of it's north of Rusk County. But overall, as we look at wind chill area wide, most are kind of in that 5 to about -5 range. So later on, yeah, we do have the warm up, but we still got some wind chill and cold temps to track. And then, yes, there could also be a little bit of snow this weekend, too. So we'll explain all that a bit later.
Sounds like a plan. Thanks, Greg. Well, a busy La Crosse intersection could soon look very different.
News 8 Now's Brooklyn Hine is live with what drivers need to know. Brooklyn.
I'm here at the intersections of 3rd, 4th, and La Crosse streets, where the city is considering a proposal to change the intersection to a roundabout. Now, the proposed roundabout would connect 3rd Street, 4th Street, La Crosse Street, and Copeland Avenue. According to the La Crosse Police Department, there have been 20 accidents at the current intersection between 2023 and 2025. Community members say traffic here can build up quickly, but not everyone is sold on a roundabout.
They work, don't get me wrong. But I still think they're very scary. People seem still very unsure of them for even as long as they've been in the area.
The big thing on the roundabouts is just, I think if people aren't scared of them and just use them properly, and I think it'll be fine.
The proposal is expected to be voted on by the City Council on February 12th. Now, if it passes, construction would begin in 2030. So earlier today, we went through this intersection and we timed it, and we also went through a nearby busy roundabout and timed that. So join us tonight at 6 to see the comparison. Live in La Crosse, Brooklyn Hine, News 8 Now.
Thank you, Brooklyn.
In a News 8 follow-up, the Bicycle Pedestrian Advisory Committee voting on bike lane proposals for that WSDOT project on 3rd and 4th Street. Alternative 1 would reduce parking and add protected bike lanes. Alternative 2 would keep parking by not adding any new bike lanes. And the third option would add bike lanes from La Crosse Street to Vine Street while widening sidewalks from Vine to King Street.
Well, we have data that shows that we have parking ramps in excess of what we need.
The committee voted to recommend Alternative 1 to the council. J&A committee will vote next week and the council on the 12th.
The Jacob Leinenkugel Brewing Company announcing a new president today. Katie Leinenkugel will take over the family business. She is the second female president in the company's 159-year history.
Bethany St. Joseph honoring 2 members of the community at the 39th Annual Iverson Freaking Awards.
Sister Laura Nettles and Marta Martinez are this year's recipients. Sister Nettles was honored for building understanding across faith and cultures at Viterbo University, and Martinez recognized for her work with Coulee Region Immigration Task Force, helping mainly Hispanic families with housing, health care, education, transportation, and legal matters.
I think that I've tried to live by the values and I have fallen quite short, but I'm going to accept this award with the idea that I'm going to try to live into it fully and try to actually live into and live the spirit of this award.
The Iverson Freaking Award is given every year to nominees showing strong initiative toward community building and fostering unity.
Coming up next, Marco Rubio in the hot seat. The bad news tied to Venezuela, he just told senators.
Plus, why watching the big game from your couch is better than actually going.
Tomorrow morning, Minnesota businesses struggling amid ICE's presence. National Blood Donor Month is almost over, but there is still time to donate, and Art's tracking the weather when we see you at 5.
Welcome to Black River Furniture and Cabin Outlet. Shop our huge selection of upholstery by Ashley, Catnapper, and Best Home Furnishings. Sleep better with our selection of double-sided, hybrid, or all-foam mattresses, adjustable bases, and bedroom sets available. Set your dining room up with a new table, chairs, bar stools, or counter height available. Throw down a rug to complete any room, scatters, 5x8s, 8x10s, and more. No gimmicks, no corporate hassles. Open 7 days a week. Black River Furniture Outlet, Black River Falls.
Still dealing with moderate to severe ulcerative colitis or Crohn's disease symptoms despite treatment? Put them in check with Rinvoq. Rinvoq works differently, and it's a once daily pill.
When symptoms try to take control, I got rapid relief with Rinvoq. Check.
Rinvoq helped visibly repair my intestinal lining. Check.
I got lasting steroid-free remission with Rinvoq. Check.
Rapid symptom relief, visible repair of the intestinal lining,
and lasting steroid-free remission. Check, check, and check.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin. Serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50 plus with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events, infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant, or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
Put UC and Crohn's in check and keep them there with Rinvoq.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Rinvoq and learn how AbbVie can help you save.
We are very fortunate to have our mom in our lives. We rely on Medicaid to pay for her long-term care. When I learned that it might be cut, I met with Representative Van Orden. He promised that he would never cut Medicaid. He even signed this letter. Then he turned around and he voted for the largest Medicaid cut in history. It's absolutely devastating. We need to tell Congressman Van Orden, stop raising our health care costs.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio testifying before the Senate Foreign Relations Committee, facing questions on U.S. policy toward Venezuela after ousting former President Nicolas Maduro. Rubio says America is more secure since the arrest of Maduro, and U.S. authorities will continue work with interim authorities to stabilize the country.
We had in our hemisphere a regime operated by an indicted narco trafficker that became a base of operation for virtually every competitor, adversary, and enemy in the world.
Rubio also says Venezuela will be allowed to sell oil currently under U.S. sanctions, but the money will be controlled and sent out by the U.S. Treasury.
Well, bad news for your wallet. The Federal Reserve voting today to keep the interest rate at 3.5% to 3.75%. The reason, solid economic growth and a still elevated inflation rate.
Think that the Fed is really stuck right now because they don't have enough data that tips the balance in one direction or the other.
Jerome Powell's term as Fed chair ends in May, and the White House is expected to announce a successor soon.
Happening now, the buzz is building. A live look at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, the home of Super Bowl 60. The New England Patriots versus the Seattle Seahawks.
If you plan on going to the big game, expect to spend some big money. Reporter Dustin Dorsey tallies up the cost for fans.
Levi's Stadium in the Bay Area are ready to welcome hundreds of thousands of fans for Super Bowl 60.
According to our Going State of Travel, for yet another year, sports is one of the top 4 reasons why people are looking to travel in 2026. And the Super Bowl is really considered a mega event.
Going.com travel expert Katie Nastro says a lot of the costs surrounding this Super Bowl are cheaper than last year's in New Orleans, but that doesn't mean it's easily affordable. Nastro says fans are paying an average of more than $300 for flights to the Bay, with bookings from Seattle and Boston at the top. Meanwhile, our ABC7 data team found nightly hotel rates are up $2,300 to stay in downtown San Francisco on average for Super Bowl weekend. And Nastro says prices rise region-wide the closer you are to the big events.
By looking a little bit further out from where that stadium is, maybe equidistant from that in the airport or the larger airports in the area, you're going to find more hotel options. And yes, the Uber might be a little bit more expensive, but you are going to save on your hotel costs.
Thankfully, there is an affordable travel accommodation you can buy, a Caltrans or VTA pass. You can travel to and from free park and ride lots to the Super Bowl for a low cost of $27.50 on game day. And with traffic and parking costs, it might be the best way to get around.
VTA is the easier and safer way to get to the game and all events around it, including SJ26 events happening throughout downtown.
We will have more news ahead.
But first.
Yeah, just a couple days away until we finally reach the teens and even 20s with some 30s possible next week. So we'll break all that down coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
Yes, it's real.
What is wrong with you people?
Hipprov. Hypnosis meets improv at this hilarious live show starring Colin Muckery from Whose Line Is It Anyway? And hypnotist Assad Mekki.
If you want to have a great time tonight, come up on stage right now.
Completely original, unpredictable, and unforgettable. Saturday, February 14th at Ho-Chunk Gaming. $40 tickets include $15 casino rewards play. Don't miss Hipprov. Improv under hypnosis. Live February 14th at Ho-Chunk Gaming. Must be 21 or over to attend.
It's out with the old and in with the new. You know what they say, new year, new you. King Furniture is celebrating the new year with a special trade-in offer. Trade in your old recliner for $50 towards a new one. Trade in your old sofa for $100. Trade in your old mattress for $75. And we'll deliver and haul away for free. Shop store-wide savings as we continue to clear out inventory and make room for new styles for 2026. Plus, get free delivery and 12 months no interest payments. The King Furniture New Year sale is going on now.
Up here, we do things a little different. We march to the beat of our own drum. We don't shy away from the cold. We face it head on. And any challenge that stands in our way doesn't stand a chance. Up here, one brand stands alone. Ford. Now, get $2,500 bonus cash on a new 2026 Ford Explorer. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
I used to think all money managers were the same, but Fisher Investments is different.
How different are they really?
Fisher's investment counselors are dedicated to service, not sales, and they reach out proactively.
They probably invest in a bunch of mutual funds like other money managers.
No, they build a tailored portfolio based on your personal goals, needs, and more.
Well, they probably have a complex fee structure.
No, Fisher has a transparent fee that's a percentage of your portfolio.
So we do better when you do better. At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different.
Excellence is not measured by potential, it's measured by performance. As a father, I teach this to my children. As coaches, we instill this in our players. And as a member of the community, I value it in Amplify Health. Performance is all that matters. Anyone can strive for excellence, but you don't want doctors who merely try. You want doctors who deliver. You want Amplify Health and nothing less.
Meeting you locally where you are online. Miss a story? See it again or watch us live on YouTube at WKBT News 8 Now. You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
Stephen Colbert's last episode of The Late Show will air May 21st, 6 months after Paramount Global canceled his show after a nearly 4-decade run. Paramount called the move, quote, purely financial. Some believe it's tied to Colbert's attacks on the president.
Well, we're at a nice 11 degrees today.
Balmy 11 degrees.
Yeah, but that sunshine took away the bite a bit. How's the rest of the week looking, Greg?
Well, you know, we've been cold for the last week, but I know we're kind of in the anniversary of, if you remember, 2019 with the polar vortex and all those temperatures and 96. So we didn't get quite that cold, and we are getting to the tail end of it here too. But still, for the next couple mornings, that minus 20 to 25 below wind chill is definitely a possibility. I think especially Friday with a little bit stronger winds out of the north. So we'll have to contend with that. It will remain cold or bitterly cold all the way through probably Friday night into early Saturday morning. Then we're going to start seeing improvements. Saturday, a little bit of improvement. Sunday, definitely a lot more improvement. That could come with a little bit of light snow as kind of a warm front kind of lifts across the area. And all of next week really is going to be mainly in the 20s to 30s. And right now you see temperature-wise, we still got the deep freeze over here. But look to the west, too, as we get the temperatures pop up there. You can see overall not as cold as we saw last week, even all the way up to Canada. That has changed a little bit, too. And then out to the west, a lot of 40s, 30s in there. That's the air that we'll eventually get as we go to the weekend into next week as the pattern begins to change. High pressure still overhead. We're still under the influences of this low up to the north, and occasionally it brings down these little disturbances that bring us cloud cover, a lot of lake effect snow for the UP and the west side of lower Michigan. We'll be contending with that more, and there's a system to the southwest there that's going to come across and provide some more cloud cover. But all in all, it's not going to change too much in the way. As mentioned, here's your last push of really cold air sweeping southward Friday. Once that kind of pushes east and kind of dissolves a little bit, we're then going to see a pattern change right there. Comes a little bit of a turning of the winds too. So Sunday and even next Tuesday, we might see a little bit of a snow as a little weak system comes through. But notice the colors. Cold air is locked to the north. And in fact, towards the end of next week, we got a nice push. You see a little bulge up there of green, even yellow, begins to push all the way up to Canada. We're going to get a little taste of that. So if we don't reach freezing at the first half of next week, I'm guaranteed, or I'm not going to say guaranteed, but pretty likely we're going to see 30s probably towards the end, especially Friday, given what we're going to see. So that's the good news. Unfortunately, here's your wind chills overall tonight. We're going to see those wind chills come back once again. Temperatures will be colder tonight than probably last night, so it doesn't take much wind to wake up with temperatures, wind chills that are in the 20, maybe a little bit colder. You can see some of these wind chills right there. So once again, we'll be dealing with that. By the time we get into the afternoon, we're going to see there's your high clouds to the south kind of across the area. More clouds are going to begin to push into the area from the northeast. Temperatures, and there's your wind chills. We'll be back in the single digits above or below zero for wind chills in the afternoon. That'll be the positive news, but the cloud cover will start lingering, which could help our temperatures going into Thursday night. I don't think we're going to see as cold temperatures going to Thursday night, but tonight we'll see a lot of 10s to 20 belows across the area. That'll be cold too. And then tomorrow, kind of a repeat of today. Temperatures maybe a degree or two warmer for some areas, but all in all, not much of a change going forward. Friday, cloud cover will probably keep these low temperatures a little bit higher, but the wind will start picking up too late at the night. That'll probably result in a little bit of a wind chill close to 20 below in the wake up. But look at the temperatures Friday, getting some improvement. Still cloud cover out there. And if you're looking for Saturday, there we go. We're finally into the teens with some sunshine and light winds. And that's just the start of the whole pattern change as you look at the 8-day forecast. 20s and then 20s all next week. That light snow Sunday afternoon, Sunday night, not a huge significant event. Otherwise, next week we have more opportunities for snow Wednesday. But I think if we don't hit 30 on Thursday, that Friday, I think we'll be in at least the low to mid 30s potentially too. So
it's on the way.
It's on the way. Next week will be much more seasonable to a little bit above average. So just got to work it through the next 2 days.
2 days.
2 days,
we'll
be
that.
done.
Thank you, Greg. Well, brace yourself. The wait is over. How K-pop Demon Hunters is expanding its cultural phenomenon.
Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
Everyone deserves to be connected. Big cities, small towns, everywhere in between. And staying connected shouldn't break the bank. That's why T-Mobile and US Cellular have joined forces. The best network just got bigger. And we're combining it with the local service you know and trust. Join now and save up to 20% versus Verizon.
It's the Power Up Reclining Sale at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. On top of sale prices, when you power up your recliner, sofa, or sectional, there's special financing and free delivery. For the most comfort control, upgrade your recline with adjustable headrest and adjustable lumbar, all at the push of a button. At Drury's, you'll find Lazy Boy, Stressless, and Flex Steel, all our top brands, and all on sale. Special prices, special financing, and free delivery. It's happening now at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota.
Stop into Pischke Motors to get your new Ram now. We've got your back. Get a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. America's best full-size truck powertrain limited warranty on 2026 Ram trucks and vans. And during the Start Something New sales event, get 0% financing for 60 months on all new 2026 Bighorn and Laramie Ram 1500s. Or save over $11,000 off MSRP on select inventory. Go to Pischke.com. Pischke Motors West Salem or Pischke Motors La Crosse.
Dental implants are often the best solution to severe dental issues. If you have infection in your mouth, it does cause trouble other places. A lot of people ignore infection for way too long. And when they finally do something about it, they say not only do they like what they did here, but they feel better overall. In the end, you can have a smile you're proud of and a very healthy mouth.
We're an implant-focused practice. If you think you have a full mouth of challenges, come see us. Come down for a free consultation.
Meeting you locally where you are online. Stay updated while you scroll. Follow us on Instagram at WKBT News 8. Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
Well, the long-awaited K-pop Demon Hunters dolls have arrived.
Mattel is behind the line. The Golden Line features Zoe, Rumi, and Mira dolls. They're based on the popular Netflix film. The film has clocked in 480 million views so far. Ken and I are 2 of those views.
Yep.
And the toys roll out in June. I'm surprised it took this long with such a hit that it's been, and the awards it's been getting, and it's about time we see these.
It's all over the place.
You point out which one is which.
We've got Zoe on the far end, we've got Rumi in the middle, and we've got Mira right here.
And Rumi is the main character of the movie.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, it's one of those titles where it's like, oh, this is probably just something like kiddie or not for adults, but like as an adult you can watch that film and actually get some pretty good messaging.
It's a little deep. Yeah, I liked it. I enjoyed it myself a lot.
Yeah.
There's probably going to be a sequel too.
I think they're already writing music for it. I mean, 480 million views on Netflix. Yeah. I'm pretty sure they greenlit that immediately.
Yep, let's make a sequel. All right, Greg has a final look at your forecast right after this.
Ashley's President's Day sale is going on now. Discover incredible deals with Hot Buy starting at just $349. Or take advantage of no money down with no interest for 60 months. These President's Day savings won't last long, so don't miss out. Only at Ashley.
Back again, Jeff?
Well, I'm future you. Our doctor figured out why your constipation with belly pain keeps coming back. It's IBS-C, and Linzess could help you get ahead of it.
Linzess is not a laxative. It's a once-daily pill that helps you get ahead of your symptoms. It's proven to help you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. Do not give Linzess to children less than 2. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. Imagine, what could relief from IBS-C mean for you? Talk to your doctor and say yes to Linzess. Learn how AbbVie and Ironwood could help you save.
Stock up with hot deals at Menards. Pick up an 8-pack of drywall sanding sponges for just 99 cents after rebate. A 25-foot tape measure, also just 99 cents after rebate. Get an LED shop light for only $5.99 after rebate. Ajax dish soap is just $2.99. Hurry, these great deals won't last long. Sign up for Menards emails to get the weekly flyer, plus exclusive daily flash sales right to your inbox.
Save big money at Menards.
You want to feel important, to be a part of something bigger, something that matters and can help change things.
We know. We felt that way too.
And that's why we joined the Army National Guard. Take on your legacy.
Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
During the President's Day sale at Ashley, you can save up to $1,000 off your entire purchase. Or take advantage of no money down with no interest for 60 months. Plus, get the best price with our price match guarantee. Only at Ashley.
All right, temperatures will be sub-zero. Well, probably some areas could get in 10 to 15 below, maybe even colder. With the light wind they'll have, we'll still have wind chills that would approach 20 during the morning time frame. And we're going to kind of repeat that Friday morning, but it'll be stronger winds. Not quite as cold temperatures. That's probably the last time we'll see some wind chills like that for a while as we start kind of thawing out eventually here by the weekend.
Well, we're happy to see Ken. He's back, and so is his voice.
I'm back.
He's keeping it warm.
Hanging on by a
Cold, be
thread.
good to him, please. All right, that does it for us at 5.
We'll see you back here at 6.